was the banking place, that means tales from the bank, like tales from the crypt. 3 stories this week. That helps remind me what my agenda is by saying it starting off. Even Eminem, I know, has done that, where I've seen it in a video where he's counting things out he wants to get to. Well, sometimes we have employee luncheons, and there was one this past week that was celebrating birthdays, not only mine, but also my vacation replacement happened to have a birthday in the same month as me. And, that was a journey, to say the least, because at first we were going to eat at a place in the strip mall next to work, but that didn't pan out because we put in our orders, we get glasses of water, and then like 30 minutes later we're told, the cook didn't show up, sorry, and then we decided to go to a Vietnamese place in a nearby town. And then that became another adventure because people order their food there and then they get it right away, and then I'm still waiting when everybody else is eating. And then I'm asked, well, what did you order? And then I just deadpanned it, something that hasn't arrived yet. Yep, state obvious, like Captain Obvious from Hotels.com. Well, I mean, my food did arrive, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It's like, well, I guess save the best for last, or I wanted fried rice, and that must have taken longer. I mean, I wasn't paying, because, I mean, it was part of the birthday celebration, so, yeah, it wasn't a big deal to me. Yeah, I'm the dry-dour deadpan type, so nobody should be surprised that I would say that, especially when it was to a colleague that I find to be annoying. All right, story number 2. Sometimes we have problems with facilities working on the doors and then locking the wrong doors, and then that means it's hard to get the UPS overnight packages picked up. And there are days where I'm the only one there because people like working from home. They have that prerogative, and I don't because I print checks. And then my boss said, check the doors, see if they're fine. Yeah, I had to check the doors 3 times to see that they locked the right door because there was 2 doors, and we want one unlocked and the other locked for most of the day. And it's like, well, most days I have to check doors 0 times, but when your boss wants something done, you do it, and it doesn't take that long once you get started on it. So it's like, all right, just report back to what you got, on what you got. Number 3, sometimes I have to deal with supply deliveries, except one this past week, a branch employee said, I got a delivery for you. I go out there, it wasn't for me. And the driver was trying to be funny about it, saying, the delivery for you was wads of cash. And it's like, yeah, it didn't land with me. There was one reason why it didn't land with me, one big reason why. He showed up in a truck from Staples. If he was delivering wads of cash, my guess is that it would have been an armored car. Some people just try too hard to be funny. It's like, do I look like somebody who is laughing that's going to bite on a joke like that? And the delivery was janitorial equipment. I let the branch employees handle it because it wasn't for me. It wasn't check stock or envelopes. So yeah, I just passed the buck back to them because that was the right thing to do. Yeah, sometimes you have to say it's not my job because I have more important things to do. So there we go. There was sort of 3, and other things happened this past week. I'm the type that pays attention to music wherever I go, if I'm at a retail store or whatever, and sometimes I have to write about it because I just have to pause because I like the music so much where I was at. And it was part of chores and errand running Saturday morning. I go dump change into my savings account for credit union, and it's like, all right, it's midday, it's time to eat. I'm in Roseville, we're by the mall, so let's eat at Cane's Chicken. And I was so taken by the music they were playing there. I mean, that wouldn't sound like the most notable event was like I was at a concert, but sometimes, yeah, the music is just really good. They were playing Johnny Cash's I Walk the Line, and then, what was it? Shady's Angel. And it reminded me of places I had heard it before. I went to some records in Memphis, and they play that Johnny Cash song during the tour, and they even tell the story about how to get what it sounds like the hoofs of the horse going, where they're just using sand, and it's like, cool. I love visiting Memphis, especially that museum, so who wouldn't like to call back to that? And then for the Shady song, well, I was thinking, yeah, it stands out in my mind. I didn't look it up right away, but eventually I found out, oh, one thing that made it memorable was it sounded a lot like Angel of the Morning, because one inspired the other. And I heard at a baseball game in Milwaukee, the first big event I did after 9/11. That's another reason it's going to be a stand on my mind. I love baseball. You know, it was nice to say, I don't want to live in fear anymore. I still want to keep living my life. So there was that. And then I had to do laundry, and when I was going to the laundromat, I saw a blanket and I thought it was sad it got abandoned. And then I found out it was Hello Kitty blanket. I like saying, Hello Kitty. And then I just leave it at the laundromat because it wasn't a Snoopy blanket. But I didn't want it to go to waste, so hopefully somebody still claimed it. I mean, what are you going to do? You do what you can. Well, that'll do it with me. Thank you all been great.